to my channel. So today, in kind of a follow-up from my How to Be Confident on Camera series, I wanted to do a little video showing you some really easy basic poses that you can use for literally any scenario in which there is a camera. I know so many people who the second someone goes, oh, let me take a picture, they just kind of stand there like and get really freaked out and don't know what to do with their bodies. So I have this really cute little Vivian of Holloway outfit on so that you can see my body shape and positioning really well, and I've gotten together a few poses that you can use for all of your photographing needs. These are just the basic ones. There are so many variations, and I really hope that you enjoy them and that you find this video helpful. So let's just get straight into it. Okay, so for our very first basic pose, you're going to do the following. You want to start with the leg furthest away from the camera, so your backward leg facing outwards and 90 degrees parallel to the camera. You're then going to take your front leg and take the heel of your foot and place it against the arch of your other foot. So you're going to create a little right angle. This will mean that your hips are sort of diagonally facing this way. So once you have this pose, you're going to keep your legs nice and straight. Once you have this pose, you're going to take your ribs and move them towards the camera. This creates, as you can see, a really nice shape to the body. Once you are in this position, make sure that your rib cage is nice and lifted and that your back is nice and straight. You can do whatever you want with your arms. So you can place one hand on your hip and the other hand just sort of gently on your thigh. Keep your hands very delicate and soft. For a basic arm pose, I recommend just sort of gently resting your wrist on your hip like so. This posing is inspired by old Hollywood film stars. When they took promotional photos, they often tended to stand in this way because it gives a really nice curved shape to the body. A variant on this pose is, instead of having your leg nice and straight, you can bevel it. So you see, we are going from the straight leg to just lifting up that toe and placing it like so, keeping your hips facing diagonally this way and turning your torso like so. This is great for more of a dramatic or glamorous pose. So you can put both hands on your hips to kind of exaggerate this further. You can take your chest and push it forward and slightly down to really get a good curvature of the body, and place your hands on your hips, slightly pushing your shoulders forward with your chest and lifting your head. Okay, so for our next pose, you're going to stand with your feet parallel and forward. Just relax your body into a nice straight posture, and then you're going to take one leg, so I'm going to use my right leg, and bevel it over the other. You want kind of your legs to come in so that it looks like you have one knee, so cross one kneecap over the other, and keep one foot nice and pointed and slightly turned out. This, as you can see, creates an hourglass shape to the lower half of your body. From here, you want to make sure that you are still in a nice straight posture, and just take your hands and place them on your hips. When you do this, you don't want to be like hunched up, but sort of take them and place them gently onto your hips, making sure that your shoulders are nice and lowered and back, and that your head is nice and tall and straight to the camera. This is a really great basic pin-up pose, and from here you can also just take your hands and make your arms nice and long, and delicately just place your hands by your body. This pose looks especially good if you are wearing a really figure hugging outfit, so like these shorts or my pedal pushers, or a really nice slinky dress. From the bevel, we can do the more sort of outward pose. So this is a pose that I tend to do in a lot of photos. It's nice and basic and it looks really good. And it's really easy to do if you're wearing a lovely dress. So you're going to take your supporting leg and slightly turn it out so it is at a diagonal, like so. You are going to put all of your weight on that leg, take the other leg and extend it. Nice, point your foot like so. Lift up through your rib cage and turn your sort of trunk towards the camera. And this is really great if you have a skirt. You can hold it out with this hand and then put one hand on your hip. From here, you can also, if you are holding the skirt out, push this leg in and have it slightly bent and extend your skirt out. Again, you can have your hand on your hip, you can have your hand up in the air, you can have your hand down and resting lightly on your thigh. This is a pose that's really, really easy and quick to do for group photos. If you want a really nice, fun, kind of silly pose, we can always do the surprise pose. So what you're going to do for this is you want to be slightly diagonal, don't want to be forward facing, you want to be slightly diagonally facing. I tend to turn towards this side because that's just how I pose most of the time, but whichever side you prefer. And then this is going to be my supporting leg again. You're going to take your foot and lift it to about your knee. So you're just going to sort of press this foot to your knee like so. From here, you take again your body and slightly tilt it towards the camera. This helps create a good curve. And you can just raise up onto your tippy toes and raise your hands in the air and go. Ah! So if you are waiting for a group photo, you can ask them to go 3, 2, 1, and then you lift onto your toes. The way you tend to land out of this pose is also really good. It's kind of the walking pose. So your weight is cast forward on the front leg. Your back leg is obviously outwards. You lift onto the ball of your foot as if you're in the middle of walking. Turn towards the camera and just rest your arms very delicately like so. Basic positionings that you can do for your body to look beautiful in photographs. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and do let me know if you found it helpful. I will be linking some other posing videos down in the description, so let me know what you thought. Please remember to have courage and be kind, and may all of your dreams come true, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Made a friend today at the Harley Davidson shop who called me Norma Jean. Thank you. Think pink for bags, pink for shoes. Da 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 da. Still obsessed with my nails. Thank you.